Reigning and defending WBA welterweight champion of the world, introducing 54 Milagros, Yordenis Ugas. And boxing's legendary and only 8-division champion of the world, introducing the one and the only Manny Pacquiao.
I want to remind you, protect yourself at all times, obey my commands. God bless you both. Touch on.
Body language is any indication, he's already out in the middle of the ring.
Here we go, round number one, Manny Pacquiao and Yordenis Ugas. Here it is Pacquiao showing the power early in this round one.
Yeah, he knows he can't stay on the outside of that long reach of Ugas's. I mean, wouldn't you combination? He's got fast feet still, Manny Pacquiao. And look, Ugas is going to have to deal with Manny's jab too when he does decide to throw it. So, you know, but Ugas definitely.
Hard right hand from Ugas.
Manny landed a good right hook, and Ugas came back with a stiff.
Probing with the jab, and there's the double jab immediately from Ugas. Sean Porter, as you pointed out, he's got a beautiful jab, and he usually throws 2 at a time. Attention as well. I mean, you can see Ugas would like to stand there and throw that long jab out, but he's getting touched by Pacquiao, and he can see the power, and you have to respect
that. Ugas has the respect because he's created the distance that he needs.
Oh, he jumped right in there and hit him with the right hook. Manny has always been able to close that gap. Remember, we fought Juan Manuel Marquez.
His jab is going to be, it's going to lead to the success for Ugas.
He jumped in and he got pushed down. Obviously not a knockdown as we end round number one. And we will go to the corner of Manny Pacquiao with Freddie Roach. With his hands, Ugas outlanding Pacquiao so far in this fight.
I can also see the patience of Manny. It could be Manny, and he's getting hit with the jab. We can't ignore the fact that
Ugas comes in right after Pacquiao had a counter jab back in. But that right hand gets his attention. Pacquiao tries to go to war. Another right hand, very mobile 2 years ago.
You know what it looks like?
Big hook right there.
Again
you know what it looks like to me? Looks to me like he just wants to bowl his way right through Ugas.
Yeah. Judge appeal. He may not have the quick legs anymore, but he's got those fast hands. And nobody's really landing anything.
The truth, I think it'll give Ugas a lot more incentive to do what he's doing. I think that's what he should be doing more of, meeting the challenge of Ugas coming in at him. And
are you incurring on the other fighter? Those shots are landing from Ugas.
Look at that right there. Ugas is picking moments to let go of his hands. And that Ugas has more control of this match.
Chinky's concerned.
Than Manny Pacquiao.
Chinky is looking on. She can barely look. A big exchange of time.
Was Larry included in on the they?
Oh, absolutely.
They tried.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So then whoever felt like Manny Pacquiao was controlling this fight.
Where I think Ugas is now.
Where Manny finally keeping that left hand at home right there to block that right hand. And also,
Salas is not going to rely on that. He told him that you've got to assert yourself.
And he just blocked, and then also moments where he would step back like that, and then there's one more where he'll stay and exchange. The Cuban fighter has the Cuban background 100%. That's an intellectual island, those fighters. Very intellectual fighters. So we see
giving the judges right now. There's a good right hand, but look, this is the third warning. He may take a point.
I don't like that.
Pacquiao's got his hand up good there, though. He's hip to that punch, even though it'll probably still get through.
That's right there. Right on the belt right there from Ugas. Straight up the middle with the right hand for Ugas.
Cuban hook. It's like a right. It's not.
He's throwing 25 jabs per round in this fight, and that's a beautiful double jab. Larry, thank you. By the way, punches landed. It's very close. There's a little more power for Pacquiao, but also his face is barked up a bit. I mean, those jabs are not just throw his hands. You know, Ugas has got to throw. If he stays in that defensive shell and jabbing just like that, he's going to be able to keep him at distance, land that right hand. Ugas has the edge 33-23, and that jab and that double jab, a big difference. Off the jab, Ugas lands with a right hand.
Not control. Nobody said that word. What we said was
I know that
fantastic engine. But again, he's older now. He's 42.
I'll tell you what, I like the coaching right there from Silas.
Exchange now. Maybe this is Pacquiao's chance. Ugas able to take the air out of the ball on Pacquiao. Good hard right hand off the jab again. He's landing clean shots. Pacquiao able to land his jab. He knows. Look at the championship rounds fought. I mean, no one's going to stack up to Pacquiao. through 27 years of being a professional. Not much time left for Pacquiao, if indeed he is behind on the cards. And you wonder what the future is for Manny Pacquiao. How much is left? We love to see him. Look, right hand, he lands a right hand there as well. Pacquiao jumps back in. And we are halfway through this fight. Let's go upstairs. Kate Abdo and Keith Thurman.
Joe, I feel like the jab is setting it up for Yordenis.
Well, I don't think any of us disagree.
Again, the jab is what's going to lead Ugas to a success. Manny's saying, hey, throwing everything out the window, and I'm coming at you with everything that I got. And this really worked for him right there at the end of that.
And bowling his way into
he's become
Ugas.
He's become the fighter in here against the boxer, Yordenis Ugas.
Because he can't time the jab right now.
Wow, it's a beautiful jab by Pacquiao.
It was 3 jabs by Pacquiao and a little turn and a little left. It's true.
Look at Pacquiao go to work again. Ugas able to get a good defense and block those shots for the most part. And those jabs are landing too. That right hand lands by Ugas, then doubling up on the jab and the right hand. 3-punch combination all on Pacquiao's face. Pacquiao though with the energy, and to your point, Joe, that he's got energy. He's landing shots. Larry Hazard loves that as well. There's raw aggression from Pacquiao making the fight.
And Ugas was much more passive than he is now. Second half of the fight, he's turning it on. He's throwing the hard shots behind the jab. Nobody's going to deny that. He's fighting.
And then Keith came on late at the end. In this case, Manny's got to keep his foot on the gas pedal or he will continue to fall behind.
Ugas with the combination.
Feint. I think the feint's going to open some things up for Manny, and then also use the feet a little more and try to set up his offense. I don't think he's done.
We're enjoying this.
Yeah.
He's trailing. I'm enjoying this.
I promise you, BK, I'm over here. I'm thinking this is a great fight.
Yeah,
I'm literally thinking this is a great fight.
A pro at the age of 16 at 98 pounds. And I would say even in round 1, good jab by Pacquiao. Pacquiao is still the more menacing fighter, isn't he? When he jumps in with a combination.
He does not want to lose. Neither guy does, obviously. But Manny knows how to win fights.
Yeah, Manny knows how to win fights. It's the 5th round, which is why I'm not concerned.
Pacquiao has to respect that right hand coming up the middle.
Yeah, and again,
there it is.
Pacquiao and Ugas corner, and then come down the middle with it eventually.
And guess what? Manny isn't using his feet. We can speak to him being 42, but he's got to start to use his legs and give Ugas.
Slows up just a bit, which favors Ugas. Whacks with the right hand.
Hey.
Again, Manny's taking his time, but I like Manny's energy. But again, Ugas is even if he moves away though.
Exactly, too much moving straight backwards for Manny Pacquiao.
Pacquiao tries to come back and answer, gain some momentum and drive Ugas back. The more it's a set piece, Joe, I think it more favors Ugas.
Yeah, look, I liked what Keith said.
And not only that, it keeps Pacquiao back. Pacquiao tries throwing his hands. A lot of those shots are blocked. Ugas comes back. In there as well, and a full-sized welterweight. Pacquiao is still undersized in this weight class. Obviously has the power when they exchange.
Placement fighter in Yordenis Ugas, who knew what he was up against, and then you got a guy in Manny Pacquiao trying to cement his legacy right here tonight.
This is not really not working in a hard way. In other words, he's just throwing an occasional jab right now, and he's really hoping it's not lethal.
Yeah, you're right.
You know,
but to be there and gain his respect, and it was a warning, not a point taken away.
Okay, that's the 3rd warning, and right now Pacquiao again is letting his hands go.
I tell you what Ugas is doing that I'm surprised he has.
What's the look you're looking for?
I'm looking for in and out. I'm looking for pivots.
Pacquiao backs Ugas up to the ropes.
You used the ring, is what you did.
Exactly.
I don't know if Manny's losing this fight. I'm not too sure about that, Sean. Of course, you know, we're both looking at the same best round.
No question.
I'll tell you what I like about Ugas, Joe. I like the fact that Ugas is giving different looks. You see that right there? That's the shell defense.
Regardless, it's a very competitive fight.
Right hand landed.
I don't think anyone's running away with it.
No question. Yeah, flurry there by Pacquiao. Most of those shots blocked. Ugas was able to land that right hand. Pacquiao now time to fire back. You wonder how much energy does this man have at the age of 42? For the championship 12, and Manny Pacquiao once again being put to the test.
Stop.
That's what you have in the world.
Don't push him down. Okay. You okay? Let's go.
Ugas able to keep it in re-engage mode, where they're able to fight from distance and box the way he wants to box.
Look at that. I mean, that's a beautiful counter off of Manny's right hand.
Ugas landed a right hand to the body. Now Pacquiao able to land, come in with the right hand. but coming up way short.
Got to get something done because he knows he's probably behind right now, and he's got to get something done.
Straight up the middle comes Ugas. Well put, Joe. Brutish as well, trying to come in and bump
on some better power punches that he should be throwing.
Pacquiao was stopped there by a right hand. He's doubling up on the jab and then a left hand coming off the jab. Right hand. You'll have to make this a war. If you stand at distance, it'll end up like that. Ugas is able to fight at distance with that beautiful long jab. Seems to want to mix it up, and that's probably his best chance for victory tonight. Very much in the balance here against a game Yordenis Ugas.
Well, Ugas is holding his ground right now.
Can he pick up the pace? Can he slip it into another gear at his age?
They'll throw him down the middle, get you thinking there, getting you to parry, move your hand there, then come around.
Remember, you can do whatever you want in this fight. Right there.
Sean, how did you deal with the double jabs? Again, that is a long, effortless fight. He wanted Errol Spence, #1 welterweight in the world, but eagerly took on the challenge of Yordenis Ugas, who he knows is for real.
I'm worried for Manny Pacquiao, and I started to feel the same way about this fight with Yordenis Ugas. So I feel like it's getting later in this.
And then he slips and he comes back with stuff. So, you know, it's a type of fight that he's capable of fighting and doing well with.
Again and again. That's the power shot. Wow. Ugas landing now, sending the sweat flying from Pacquiao's head.
Long arms, tall.
Pacquiao, face is marked up a bit. The energy level a bit on the wane.
Yeah, the last 3 rounds punching by Ugas, you know, he's capable of that, and there he is, switching up the right hand. Look, there's no doubt he's having a much better second half of this fight.
Yeah.
Ugas has been able to...
for whatever Manny's going to present to him now at this point.
Wow, Pacquiao and Joe, frequently, we're missing something that's on the scorecard. Really, we've seen it. We've seen straight. Look, we've seen things that Ugas again, got a split decision against Abel Ramos. Made no sense training. He was getting ready. Suddenly he had a chance to take on Pacquiao instead. So he was ready to go, and here we go, final 2.5 minutes of this fight.
No, I think it's fair to say Manny needs a knockout.
I would say so.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, unless there's something's landing there, he's found a home for it.
And you know what? It's not just age either, because Pacquiao had a lot of energy early in this fight. I don't want to make it seem just like that.
Head movement, but the head movement to get out of the way of that right hand, and then you'll be able to return shots. Manny never tried to use head movement.
Control in this bout. Right hand again by Ugas, partially blocked.
Yeah, Ugas has found a home for that. If nothing else, that has stopped Manny from doing anything in reply.
What's left for Pacquiao? Ugas believes he has done enough and is at the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, we go to the scorecards. The judges are in agreement. We have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Patricia Morse-Jarman scores the bout 115 to 113. Judges Steve Weisfeld and Dave Moretti both score the bout 116 to 112. All three in favor of the winner and still champion Yordenis Ugas.